What's up to all you Dolphin fans out there? Josh Clow here, and if you guys read it, yes, I'm going to be talking about and probably continue making like I want to say series, but like an update, which I'm probably gonna do all Sundays on Josh Rosen's progression um, in the Miami Dolphins during the training camps, OTAs, preseasons. You got just to give you guys the update and the feel of how Josh Rosen's progressing. What are we getting from him, and if he's going to be the franchise quarterback. Just to give you guys a disclaimer, I am congested, probably coming down with a cold, so I do sound a little bit weird. Hopefully, I'll get better in the next couple of days because I feel terrible with this congestion, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna tack on Rosen's progression of just May in general, and then starting every Sunday, I'll give you guys a Sunday um, video on just how the progression he goes. So every Sunday, keep an eye out on that. But today I'm gonna go all of May. So he's been on the team for about a month now. Ryan Fitzpatrick's been on the team for about 3 months, 2 3 months. So obviously Fitzpatrick's learned the playbook probably a little bit, more than Rosen, but watching him practice, Rosen has not been looking too bad. Watching a couple of the film, reading a lot of the reporters, talking about the two quarterbacks. This is probably going to be the most competitive quarterback battles for the Miami Dolphins in a very long time. Last year it was Tannehill and Brock Osweiler, and there was really no competition there. And then what, 4 years, 7 years ago, 2012, Ryan Tannehill and then Matt Moore and another guy, I can't remember the top of his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. I know who it is. I mean, they drafted Tannehill 8th overall. He was going to start eventually. They just threw him in for week one because of an injury. And then longer than that, we've had, Chad Pennington, Chad Henne. So there really wasn't much quarterback competition, although it is for sure that Rosen's going to start for the Miami Dolphins at one point in the 2019 season. That is given the fact, unless he gets a season-ending injury, which hopefully he doesn't, because it will really screw up with the Miami Dolphins this year and what they're planning to do. Because then you're not going to see what you get from Rosen. You're like, well, we just wasted a second-round pick. Do we get a quarterback or do we trust in him? And that would be a really bad predicament to be in. But to give you guys the update on this progression, Rosen's working the best in the middle of the field and the red zone, which, if you guys watched some of the stats last year, Rosen lead the league in red zone production. Granted, they weren't in the red zone a lot, but he still did what he had to do, and as a rookie quarterback to do that, it's unbelievable. Now, like I just said, they didn't have too many trips down there, but when they do, he did utilize what he had to do and, score points. And that's the most important thing you can do. Yes, they didn't able to drive down the field mostly, but this is a different team, different coaching staff, different everything. So all the potential's there for him. Hopefully he does what he did last year in the red zone, convert it to here, because Ryan Tannehill was absolutely garbage in the red zone. Everyone know that. We watched year in and year out of us not being able to score over 24 points a game, so hopefully Rosen can at least do a little bit better than Ryan Tannehill. I'm pretty sure he is. I think Rosen's already better than Tannehill, but it is what it is. And the practice a couple of days ago, I think day 5, which was probably Thursday, I believe, either Wednesday or Thursday. He only had one interception in the game compared to Fitzpatrick's 2, where Fitzpatrick also threw a pick 6. But both of them were throwing a lot of touchdowns. Now, granted, you guys need to realize this one big thing. This is OTAs, meaning they're really not tackling. Some of the players aren't there, like Rashad Jones, who is a top safety in the league, and no pads and stuff. So it's really kind of like flag football right now. High school football. It's going to be a little bit different in probably about a week or two when they get into the real training camp, mandatory training camps. Everyone's there. You got 90 players there. You got your Pro Bowlers, your starters from last year, starter from other teams coming in. And then when you get into the preseason, you're going to do joint camps and stuff. And then you're actually going to be playing against different players and the same players you're playing, every day of the week. So keep that in mind. But like I just said, Rosen only had one interception compared to Fitzpatrick's two, but both of them were throwing beautiful touchdown passes. As of right now, I do not know about day 6. I didn't really read a lot on that. I could be completely wrong on this. Josh Rosen has only thrown 2 interceptions in open practices this season so far. Ryan Fitzpatrick, they didn't have a big number, but it looks like Rosen has less interceptions and pass defenses compared to Ryan Fitzpatrick, although Ryan Fitzpatrick's making longer throws, so it's kind of they're neck on neck for what it is. I think, in my opinion, though, Fitzpatrick's gonna get the start week 1. I think there's no way around it. They're gonna use this kind of quarterback controversy, keep the competitiveness going. But in all reality, Fitzpatrick's probably gonna get the start for week 1. It's just how it is. Doesn't even matter how well Rosen plays. If he has a perfect passer rating for all 4 games in the preseason, I really think that Ryan Fitzpatrick is still going to start week 1 and ease Rosen in. That is the best scenario for the Dolphins. Let Fitzpatrick take the heat in the beginning. Let him have his good stretch, hopefully against all these playoff hopeful teams. And try to get us 500 hopefully after the bye. Our bye is really early this year, week 5. So coming in week 6, like I say, I hope the Dolphins are 2-2 by week. When we come in week 6 against the Redskins, that is in playoff contention right there against 4 teams: the Ravens, Chargers, Cowboys, Patriots. Were all our possibilities for the playoffs next year or this season coming up. So, like I said, it's very important. So that's the progression for right now for Rosen. I think Rosen is doing a little bit better than Ryan Fitzpatrick, although we really don't know much about the close practices. But for the open practices, Rosen has been just slightly better. So next week's or this week's coming up, it's probably going to be no difference. But start paying attention in the beginning of June. June 4th, I believe, is when the mandatory training camps are going to happen. That's when we need to start paying really close attention to Josh Rosen. Pads come on. All the players are here. They're going to be tackling. Pressure's coming. So that's when we need to start looking on. But I think the progression for Rosen as of right now is pretty good. I like what I see from him. I have seen a couple of his videos of him throwing some good throws, although, like I said, no pads and stuff. Omar Kelly is saying they're buying hope or trying to sell hope. I mean, it is what it is. He's a very opinionated man. I don't like half the stuff he says. So hopefully, he continues this trend of moving forward, stepping up as the season progresses. So, but as I'm telling you guys, he's doing pretty good right now. So that is good news for us. So keep an open mind, and check back next Sunday. I'll give you another update on his progression, some in-depth stuff during the OTAs this coming week, and then any interviews or discussions from all the coaches and stuff. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have a good day and good weekend, and happy Memorial Day.